The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. First down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
2nd and 9. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Cox. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. For this defense, CD, and going up against Kyler Murray here, what's the secret to keeping him in check?
Having better athletes than him, which is really unrealistic. So I go way back in football. They used to have a coverage called the umbrella coverage with 4 defenders back deep. Now you want to try and move that umbrella up front with Kyler Murray. Kind of surround him and keep him hemmed into the pocket. Because if he breaks out, he's going to hurt your defense in a big way with his legs.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. He'll field this at the 5. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cardinals, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Hey, box drop.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Murray. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Murray now to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Agnew now to return. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they've got it set up on the silver platter. First and goal inside the 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, 25.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal.
Ready. 90, good. Hey, tight. Switch. 6-6. Pull up high. 10. Alert flare. Leo. Check 24. Slam.
Coleman. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with first and 10. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calebon Chason. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. Third and long. From the gun, Murray. And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it. Here's Andy Lee now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. On the return, here's Agnew. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now ETN to start the drive. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Lawrence. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder once Once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Travis Etienne. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escaping, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray now. Forced out to his left. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Flush to his right. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here, as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Here's a give to Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Hey, seam six. Hey, 25
From the 45 on second down, Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. This one into the hands of Burton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. Coleman has it here right side. Touchdown! Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jaguars take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Murray going to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is brought in at the 21. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Every Anytime I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in 2020, and he expects that to continue in 2021.
Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Coleman going to get it again on 2nd down. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm here all day. 46, boys. 46.
This is Connor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 41, Murray. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. K'Lavon Chaisson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Murray. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Andre Cisco. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at the 46-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Bang, 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 bang. X3, 218, chop.
They will run again with Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
On the counter, here's Coleman. Coleman, the first down and a little extra. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tevin Coleman, 31 yards.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
They start the drive with Connor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Murray a give. This is Connor.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing now is Murray. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And will only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe... you've taught me this before. Maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Coleman going to get it again on second down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
42 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
46, boys, 46. 46 to Mike. It's coming this way.
Again, it's Connor. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense.